Dear students, I am starting chapter 7, A Day in the Greens. Day in the Greens. Now you have to understand the meaning of this chapter, greens. Greens means the valley. It's a beautiful valley full of lush green grasses as well as the flowers. So, a day spent in that valley that we are going to discuss in this chapter. But yes, right now we are going for the reading section. I will take 2 to 3 pages of this chapter today. Now, A Day in the Greens, when Heidi heads out. Heidi is the name of a girl who went to the valley, and what the experience that she got over there, that is explained in this. So how are you going to connect with this chapter? Have you ever visited a village or a small town where life is relaxed and different from city life? Tell this about your experience. It means, suppose during the lockdown, so many students went to the village. So you can compare the lifestyle of your city, Kangroli city, as well as your village. There is a vast difference, so that you can discuss with your friends. Life in village is healthy but difficult. Do you agree with this statement, and why? The reflect is, life in a village is healthy but difficult. Is it sure? Are you sure about it? That if you agree with this statement, but then why? विलेज का लाइफ हेल्दी होता है लेकिन मुश्किल होता है. Now imagine you had to live in a village for 1 week and you didn't have to go to school. How would you spend your time? Draw a picture of an activity that you would like to take up in the village. Suppose you are going in a village for 1 week, you are not going to the school. विलेज में एक वीक के लिए रहने जा रहे हो, तो उसमें क्या करोगे, किस तरह से टाइम बिताओगे, क्या एक्टिविटी करोगे, उसकी ड्राइंग बनानी है. नाउ बिफोर वी रीड, वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द ऑथर राइटर ऑफ दिस स्टोरी. Johanna Spyri, 1827, born in 1827 and died in 1901, was a Swiss writer, means from Switzerland. Okay, she was from Switzerland. So Swiss writer, famous for her children's story Heidi, which was first published in 2 volumes in 1880 and 1881. She was born in Herzl, Switzerland. Apart from her famous book Heidi, she wrote several other books on the living conditions of people in Switzerland. She particularly wrote about children who had lost their parents. Her stories give an insight into childish joys and sorrow. Means Johanna Spyri is the writer of Switzerland, or she was famous for writing the children's story book. और बहुत सारी स्टोरीज उसके बेस्ड होते थे उन बच्चों पे जिनके पेरेंट्स नहीं थे. तो there is a insight in the stories. Insight was given about the childish joy, बच्चों की खुशी और दुख के बारे में उस स्टोरी में होता था. A Day in the Greens, this story is an extract taken from Heidi. Heidi जो बुक है, स्टोरी बुक है, उसमें से थोड़ा सा लिया गया है. Johanna Spyri wrote this novel in just 4 weeks. Heidi is about an orphan living in the beautiful Alps of Switzerland with her grandfather. She befriends Peter, a goatherd, with whom she explores the many great sights of Swiss Alps. Means Heidi कौन थी? ऑर्फन थी, पेरेंट्स नहीं थे, और वो अपने ग्रैंडफादर के साथ रहती थी एल्प्स ऑफ स्विट्जरलैंड में. स्विट्जरलैंड की पहाड़ियों में उसका गांव था, और उसका एक दोस्त था पीटर, अ गोटहर्ड मतलब बकरियां चराने वाला, एंड with whom she explores the many great sights of Swiss Alps. स्विट्जरलैंड की पहाड़ियों की बहुत सुंदर सुंदर जगह इसने अपने फ्रेंड के साथ देखा था. Now let us read I have explained about the writer and the book. Now let us read the chapter. So first let us start the reading. I am going to read only. Heidi was awakened early next morning by a loud whistle. Opening her eyes, she saw her little bed and the hay beside her. Bathed in golden sunlight, For the short while, she did not know where she was, but when she heard her grandfather's deep voice outside, she recollected everything. She remembered how she had come up the mountain the day before and left old Ursula, her caretaker, who was always shivering with cold and sat near the stove all day. While Heidi lives with Ursula, she had always been obliged to remain inside the house, where the old woman could see her. Ursula, being deaf, was afraid to let Heidi go outdoors, and the child had often sulked in the narrow room and had longed to run outside. She was therefore delighted to find herself in her new home and could hardly wait to see the goats again. Jumping out of the bed, she put on her few things and in a short time went down the ladder and ran outside. Peter was already there with his frogs, waiting for Swanley and Barley, whom her grandfather was just bringing to join other goats. "Do you want to go with him to the pasture?" asked grandfather. "Yes," cried Heidi, clapping her hands. "Go now and wash yourself first, for the sun will laugh at you if he sees how dirty you are. Everything is ready there for you," he added, pointing to a large tub of water that stood in the sun. Heidi did as she was told and washed and rubbed herself till her cheeks were glowing. In the meanwhile, grandfather called to Peter to come into the hut and bring his bag along. The boy followed the old man, who commanded him to open the bag in which he carried his scanty dinner. Grandfather put into the bag a piece of bread and a slice of cheese that were easily twice as large as those the boy had in the bag himself. "The little bowl goes in, too," said he, "for the child does not know how to drink straight from the goat, the way you do. She is going to stay with you all day, therefore." "Milk of 2 bowls full for her dinner. Take care to see she does not fall over the rocks. Do you hear?" Just then Heidi came running in. "Grandfather, can the sun still laugh at me?" she asked. The child has rubbed herself so violently with the coarse towel which the grandfather had put beside the tub that her face, neck, arms were as red as a lobster. With a smile, grandfather said, "No, he can't laugh any more now. But when you come home tonight, you must go into the tub like a fish. When one goes about like the goats, one gets dirty feet. Be off." Heidi and Peter started merrily up the Alps. The cloudless, deep blue sky looked down on them. The wind had driven away every little cloud in the night. The fresh green mountainside was bathed in brilliant sunlight, and many blue and yellow flowers had opened up. Heidi was wild with joy and ran from side to side. In one place she saw big patches of fine red primroses. On another spot, blue gentian sparkled in the grass, and everywhere the golden rock roses were nodding to her. In her transport at finding such treasure, Heidi even forgot Peter and his goats. She ran far ahead of him and then strayed away off to one side. The sparkling flowers tempted her here and there. Picking whole bunches of them to take home with her, she put them all into her little apron. Now I am completing my reading up to here, little apron. The next video I will give you the remaining part. Thank you.